I was muted. Pushpin's like for a cork board?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything from Leaf?
9.
Hmm.
Nope. So I guess we're just going to push on without the homie. Maybe he'll pop in and be like, I totes forgot. You know, it's only been a fucking month since our last game, so that could happen. Alrighty. So who wants to do what happened a month ago?
I believe there was shopping.
There's
I wasn't here.
So, yeah, I have, and I quote, more shopping with some green kitty cat business.
Green
take-
kitty cat business is the shopping.
we take go ahead.
Oh yeah, we ended up getting the diamonds necessary for the spells that we were aiming to get, and there was a good amount of shenaniganery and discourse in the shop.
And I quote,
Gerhardt had no part of.
Yeah, and we don't know about Feist because the shop is gone.
Along with Avi and Embrick.
Yeah.
Well, that was where we ended because Tilly was like, I'll go get Feist. And then Tilly went to the center shopping district, and where the tent should be, he did not see a tent.
Well, nope.
Yeah,
We
some
returned-
shopping,
and-
some diamonds. It was nice.
Henry was missing for a little bit.
Green kitty cat business.
Yeah, he was missing for a little bit. Found him sunbathing at the top of the tavern. And he got me kicked out of the tent of shopping.
He did not get you kicked out.
It was either leave.
You were not kicked out.
Okay,
was
we were
just
asked to leave.
Really bored. Just really bored. You weren't giving him any attention. You're off looking at other pretties. He's a big cat. He's bored. Things that he was swiping at weren't falling over. This place sucked, according to him.
Yeah, that's valid though.
I believe Adnan visited the church.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because now we have a bunch of baby kobolds in the tavern looking for Feist, and Feist
Right.
stayed there.
If I stand there.
Yep.
And also for bone stew, right? And that didn't ready yet either. Bone stew.
No, they were told
Right.
the wrong day.
Yeah.
Correct.
And there's just a lot of children right there. Mm-mm.
Yep.
I think Tegan pretty much stayed in his tower.
Maybe Silas will come back. That could be fun.
Oh, hey, you know what? I practiced that voice this week actually, just in case. I was like, wouldn't put it past them. Maybe Silas can do some crowd control with the children.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Well, let's just do this. One of you roll me a d20, please.
Not it.
Yeah, I got really bad luck.
Okay. I'll roll a d20, why not?
Excellent.
Well.
All right. So she's going to use her flash of genius.
Way to be average, Gerhardt. Goodness.
So this is a, I'll tell you now. So this is a intelligence saving throw for Feist. As it stands now, it's a 19. I think she would try using her flash of genius in order to bump that up. But what do the rest of you think? It would
I
add 5. Do you think that she'd keep the 19, or do you think she'd try to add the 5?
I think that she would be, freaked out about. I'm assuming that she understands that she's somewhere else now, so she'd be freaked out about being away from the pack. So yeah, she'd probably use every tool at her disposal.
She'd
Okay.
use that 5.
Okay, and I'll go ahead and do that, which will add 5. And cool. So what happens for the rest of you is that Tilly comes back with Feist, and when they return, um, Tilly will tell you that apparently at nighttime the tent is invisible, not that it's gone. And then Feist would say that she does not remember anything from there.
Well,
She
that's
failed her save.
Wonder what kind of alcohol they serve.
Right. But the pack of kobolds are very excited to see the Aunt Feist, who's never around. Get Troll School map here, guys. And then they're asking her for bone soup, and no, bone soup's tomorrow. There's no bone soup today. And then food's eventually shoved in their mouth, so they shut the fuck up.
Like all children.
Yep. Like all children. Eating is yours. What do you want to do?
So I mean, I'd actually kind of like to talk with Tilly a bit, to better understand why this tent goes invisible.
I don't know. I just know I went over there and it wasn't there. And I went to turn around to come back. And then I saw Feist coming out of where the tent should be. So I think it was invisible?
what about
Or maybe
Davy and Embrick?
camouflaged? I didn't see them.
Yeah, and Feist has no memory of seeing them either at all. Just like zero memory. When does Feist's memory end?
So Feist remembers going shopping. Feist remembers staying because they were going to do experiments on something, and then Feist left. So the
Alright.
entire time of experimentation, she has no recollection of.
Are Avy and Embrick in the tavern?
No.
Okay. With Feist here, I do run over to the blacksmith real quick to check on them.
Okay. So you head out, loop around down, and as far, I mean, the shop itself is closed.
Okay,
It's
I go.
nighttime. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go knock on the door.
Okay. Knocking on the door. No response. You don't see any lights or anything on.
Is the door locked?
I don't know. Are you gonna try to open it?
I am.
Okay. It's locked.
I knock one more time for good measure before I leave.
Okay.
Like really loud.
No reply.
hoping that they're just out on the town or, whatever they do in their spare time. I head on back
Okay.
to the tavern.
All right.
Maybe tomorrow in the morning we check on them.
It's still early evening, like dinner's still going on, or
Yeah.
are we beyond dinner?
Not dinner. I mean, the time frame is kind of loose and in the air. So, whatever part of the evening you would like.
Okay. Grab some dinner and just kind of wander around the tavern like I normally do.
Yeah, I will eat and help with serving and whatever whatever tavern business needs to be done.
Okay.
I do make sure Henry gets fed.
Good job.
And I think I'm probably just gonna have a drink. Like,
Speaking
I'll
of drinking,
I'll have a drink with Tegan, but I'm not gonna have what he's having.
speaking of drinking, Tegan, if you look in your inventory, you'll see that you have a blue flask, a green flask, a brown flask, a black flask, and a red flask.
I have all the flasks. Now, is it up to me to label what's what for you?
Yes,
Okay.
I'll let you handle that part. I at least put the colored flasks in there.
You know, in my mind, all this time that Tegan is spending in his tower learning, he's actually just learning how to distill different stuff, and he's just making booze. Like, he's a moonshiner now.
What else are you supposed to do with Fireball? That's how you get the explosive results.
Yeah. Okay, well, so in that case, I'm definitely not going to be drinking anything out of any of those flasks, but I'll sit down and, have a bit of ale next to Tegan, while I assume Tegan gets royally drunk.
I don't
Everyone
think
wants to
Tegan's
drink.
actually gotten royally drunk except for one time in the entire campaign.
Ian can hold his fucking liquor.
It was the very beginning, the grape juice that Volothamp was drinking.
The black flask.
Juice. That's right, the black, which is now the black flask.
So like what, 3,000-year-old elven wine or some
That's
shit
correct.
like
Yep, that you took a teeny tiny sip for and your mouth went numb. And you felt real loopy. Yeah,
Good
that's
shit.
it.
Good
That's
shit it was.
I'm
Oh,
waiting
well.
for you to get in such a dire situation that you chuck the black flask and cast fireball in it.
Absolutely not.
No, you'd rather die?
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's say, if he's about, I mean, just down the bottle at that point. Might as well enjoy it on your way out.
I'm gonna die. I'm taking the bottle in.
That's entertaining.
I'm gonna embalm myself from the inside out.
Oh man. Well, evening goes through. Martin goes to bed. The kobold kids go back to the church. Evening rush is basically done and over. It's just kind of clean up and bedtime.
Yeah. So, as we're sitting and winding down, Adnan, are you sticking around to have a drink?
Yeah, I would be cleaning up the bar and stuff.
Yeah. So, tell me, what are you building next door? Why are you building this?
Well, you know what? It's a part of it is a money making venture. Part of it is a I guess a private secret room for us, and I guess part of it is just because I think it would be fun.
So, what is it exactly, though?
It is going to appear as a dance hall.
I'm sorry, did you say a dance hall?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Admiral, I thought you said it was going to make money.
Yeah. People come in, they dance, they buy booze, and someone will be teaching dancing lessons.
Yeah.
I don't know who yet, but we'll find someone.
That may be a tall order, I feel. But who knows? Maybe people in the city like to dance.
Who doesn't like to dance?
Me.
You know, Adnan, I know who you should get to try and teach dance lessons.
What?
Who's that?
Oh, the big fella.
Oh, Silas?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
tiny.
was just typing that. Oh my, all of us right there. Oh gosh.
That is a solid idea.
I feel you must be sure the floor is extra reinforced for that. Otherwise, he might just break through.
Well, you know, it's a good thing he's not here to hear you say that.
Oh my
Gerhard,
goodness.
we'll consider this in a befuddled state. And have another drink and then head on up to bed.
Okay. Everybody else basically going to bed as well.
I mean, if we have to.
You can stay up as long as you want. It's your fucking bar.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to go to bed.
So you're gonna go to bed or go to tower?
Yes. One and the same. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've got a bed in the tower. I would at least hope I do. And if I don't, what have I done with my life?
We all wonder what you've been doing inside that tower.
Moonshine. The only answer.
It's just a massive arcane distillery.
It's actually not a bad idea. Maybe I'm trying to make my own accelerated 3,000-year-old elven wine.
Possible. I mean, you
Or
do have a...
I'm trying to weaponize 3,000-year-old elven wine.
Isn't it already a weapon?
Semantics.
More than 2 drops, that would probably kill somebody.
So, okay. So before I go to bed, then I'm definitely gonna ask Tegan some questions, pointed questions. So, in this city, do the wizards have like a thesis that you must produce every year? Do you have to publish?
I think you used too big of a word, Gerhardt.
Yes, absolutely they do. We do. We have a thesis. It's required every year.
That seems a bit daunting, quite frankly, to have
Oh.
to produce that every year. I see why you and your tower so much.
It really is. You know what the worst part of it is? Waiting in line. I mean, you go 5 streets down, you make a left, and then you line up on Sesame Street, right? and you got to stand in front of this building where I don't know who or what it is, but it's this giant yellow bird. And there's a fella that's in like a trash bin right out front, and it's just an absolute tear mess.
I heard there's a
And
vampire
you
that lives
hear
on that
somebody
street.
screaming, "One!" through a window somewhere, and you don't know where it's coming from.
I have never heard of a yellow Aarakocra, but the city has all sorts of wonders, I suppose.
Yeah, well, you know.
And what will you be writing about this time?
Rats.
I suppose that that there are many of them, so it's easy to write about them, right? It's where they live or what they eat. How
Right.
to
I mean, last year, my thesis paper wasn't taken very seriously. Apparently, nobody understands, you know, the deep classifications, the scientific approach to one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
that sounds like a bit of arcanity I have never heard of before. But I imagine it is quite important.
Almost as important as green eggs and ham.
Is this a form of breakfast?
Breakfast? Fellow, we haven't even gone to bed yet. How much have you drank?
A fair point. Probably too much. And with that, I'll go to bed.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Nobody talks circles better than Tegan.
That's true. Gerhard just kind of gave up. He was like, I don't know what the hell's going on anymore.
Well, everybody can hit their long rest button, and if you are someone who prepares spells for the day, you can change them out if you wish. There's Feist. Enter button. And the Telster. Excuse me. Well, it is the next day. What do you want to do?
Well, today is the day that we're going back down the hole, if my calendar's right.
Well, we have to get the bone soup first.
Your calendar's not right, because the bone soup isn't going to be done until later today. Unless you all are going back down at night. I mean, not that you can't. You're going down a big fucking hole. What's the damn difference?
Daylight doesn't matter.
I thought we were leaving back tomorrow because Feist threw such a fit about making sure she had the bone soup today.
I think you're correct. I think my calendar was off.
And I think the kobold baby kiddos are supposed to be back today for bone soup too, and if it's not here and Feist ain't here, I don't want to do that to the employees.
That is in fact a fair point. I certainly do not want to have to deal with a bunch of kobold children. Ever.
Well, you're part of this group now, so you do have to deal with kobold children from time to time.
I will feed them, I am sure.
Don't feed them after midnight.
Can't get them wet either.
Oh dear. Gerhardt, I need you to roll me D100, please.
Oh my god.
No pressure.
Almost.
66.
It's also an auspicious number.
66 rats come pouring out of Tegan's tower.
Your yellow bow tie is around your left wrist.
Damn fella, you really should get that checked.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh,
I mean,
What?
denial's the first stage. Just saying.
Yeah, of
It
course. You say many
moves
things.
all the time. He's. I
Yeah,
mean,
what? Why?
Are we talking about the children? Like, of course children move all the time. This is what they do.
no, the yellow thing that constantly moves.
Children will stop moving if you give them a bit of chloroform.
I am not familiar with children, but that seems a bit much.
I don't think we were talking about the children.
With chloroform.
You totally like went out on me. What'd you say?
Yes.
Gerhardt, have you ever taken the yellow thing off?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I literally
You
will
are
point to it.
Yes, I have a wrist, that is correct. This is where my shield normally lives.
Because it's been on your ear. It's been a bow tie. I think it's been like a headpiece, and now it's on your wrist.
Yeah, it is not a thing to worry about, obviously.
That's
I mean,
what they said
that
about
just
chlamydia, and you saw how that turned out.
we have. It's okay. We have a history of picking up weird sentient objects. So you just clarified that you fit right on in.
Yeah, it is of course fine. Everything is fine. No need to worry.
Those are
When
famous
did-
last words.
I have.
When did that thing appear?
I'm here. Sorry.
You're
Hey, the
good.
Tilster has
Hi.
arrived. We're just happy you're alive, homie.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Stuff happened, and I'm here.
It's okay. Gerhardt was just explaining about the yellow bow tie, where
Yeah,
it came from and how we got it.
Once
and
again,
why it's now on his wrist.
I have no idea what you're talking about. None of this makes any sense. What are we up to today? Obviously, we're making the bone stew.
I think
Yeah,
Henry.
I'm already making the bone stew. Like, it's already been simmering for most of the morning so far.
Yeah,
So we-
fantastic. When will it be ready?
Tonight.
This
Have you never
afternoon.
had bone soup before?
I am not often consuming bones. No.
Okay. Feist, Gerhardt's never had bone soup, so you can push it onto him instead of me today.
What? Oh, you never had bone soup? Everybody needs bone soup. Portia, you need it too. You're not getting out of this.
I
For
just kind
all-
of look at Henry in my head, say, "You're getting bone soup today, double portion."
For all this excitement about the bone soup, it had better be quite good.
Yeah.
As I am quite eager to be back and finding our friend.
Whoa. What friend?
We have to go
Oh.
back for Millie.
We
Oh
must-
boy.
Always familiar, of course.
Oh,
Well,
Yes.
okay. Right. The other friend, I thought he was just dead.
Millie's not dead.
Oh, the other fella.
Other
know-
fella.
The guy.
That guy is not a good enough explanation. There's that guy sitting
Man.
over there, and that guy walking down the street.
It's the one guy with the thing and the poof and the bang.
Poof and the bang. Okay. I just kind of nod my head like I know what you're talking about, when in fact I really have no idea what you're talking about.
You talking about the zombie that was fighting with us and then disappeared with all the armor?
That's the guy.
Yeah,
he
he's
disappeared. He's gone. He's dead.
gone. Yeah.
Oh,
He gone.
well,
But we,
I guess I don't have to worry about him come Christmas time.
There goes that card.
So you guys, Tilly is like, what? Are we going? You mentioned it. Can we go?
we're going
is a-
tomorrow.
As apparently as we have discussed, it will be tomorrow because of course we're having the bone soup today, and everyone will lose their minds, especially the kobold children, and nobody wants that. They would be very loud.
We can have bone soup on the way, right? Let's grab it and go.
We don't really want to go down at night. Do we have everything that we need to go back?
That
Yeah.
But
actually
I hope
is-
so. 2 days
Whoa.
of shopping.
Yes.
Okay.
that might be a question for Feist, because of course
I'll be
Feist
right
was
back.
the longest out shopping.
Do we need to go buy anything else, Feist?
I mean, we have the wand thing. That's the only thing I thought of, that we had that strange gate that we think needs a wand.
And then we got health potion, some
Yep.
health drinks.
We
I
got
think-
diamonds.
Okay.
Yep.
And
Oh, we should probably go check in on the other friends who are there when the thing disappeared.
they normally come in for breakfast. Let's give them a little bit of time to show up.
Yeah. So
That's
what
okay.
what did happen with that? Because I remember we ended when I found out no shop was there.
It
So
goes
as you
invisible.
were turning away, Feist was coming out of a seemingly invisible tent.
Ah,
And Feist has no memory of what happened inside the tent.
oh,
She remembers the shopping. She remembers they were going to do experiments on something, and then she was walking outside. So, waiting here for nobody shows up. How long are you gonna wait?
Till opening, and if they don't show up, then I go back to the blacksmith.
So, Janet is cleaning up while Fosrin goes down to the market for whatever daily stuff he can put on the spit. You know, there's bone soup, but bone soup just doesn't sell. Bone soup was probably made for one person, and you're all here to, or at least this place is here to make money. So Fosrin went to the market. Comes back, starts preparing stuff. Puts a whole hog on the spit in the center. Opens the sign. No AB or Imbrick.
Okay. Well, I tell everybody I'm gonna go check on Avi and Embrick. I throw Henry some meat and tell him to go sunbathe, and I go to the blacksmith.
I'll come with.
Okay. Well, going all the way around, you can see that as you're coming across that corner, you can see that the for sale sign for the last building is no longer up. And instead, there's a sign for Tilly's Construction, or Tally's Construction. It's
I was like,
gosh darn
yes,
T names.
Tilly is the one doing it.
For Tally's Construction is now up there. Coming around, going down to the blacksmith shop. It is still closed.
It seems like this probably should be open on a workday by now.
Yeah, let's go see if we can find the shop real quick that they were at. And then if they're not there, then I'm breaking down the door.
Maybe it's a Ganassi holiday.
Have you ever known Embrick to take a holiday? No, I don't. Do you?
I honestly haven't known him that long.
I do not know these people much at all, quite frankly, but I believe you when you are concerned, so let us go and find out at the shop.
There's only been 2 times I've seen them close the shop. Once when we went to go bury Doug with you, and the second time was when we went to the tent Madame Eva's yesterday. I head to where we last saw Madame Eva's.
Okay. Going down to the market area, you see a big purple tent with a couple strange humanoid contraptions outside, as you did the day before.
I'm walking with a purpose. I've got a mission. I don't know where my friends are. I stride right in.
Okay. You go inside. There's a couple customers in there, but you do see the 4 identical versions of the owner of the establishment.
I go up.
You do
and
not see Avi or Idrik.
Okay, so I go up to one of the owners. I'm like, hi.
Hello.
So last night I was in here with my friend Feist and our friends Avi and Embrick.
Yes.
So Feist came home and Avi and Embrick didn't. Do you happen to know what time they left?
They left after you all did, but before Feist did.
Do I believe them?
Give me an insight roll. Yes, you do.
I thought we were getting ready to launch a side quest.
We have nothing else to do today. Did they happen to indicate where they were going?
I'm not sure. We were all kind of more fascinated with Feist's situation.
I just kind of glare and go back to the blacksmith. Okay, busting down a door it is.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
And as I assume that you left quite quickly.
I did.
And yeah, so I'll then turn around and hurry after you.
Okay. Back through the town. Going back around, going straight to the blacksmith shop.
Still nothing open.
I'm just I'm asking. Are you going straight to the
Oh.
blacksmith shop?
I am.
Okay.
Yes.
Store is not open.
You know, you could ask Tegan to send little asshole in
Yeah.
instead of breaking down the door.
I would feel bad for breaking down the door. I bang on their door again, and then somebody go look for a window as I'm just pounding on the door.
We're breaking down doors.
Not yet.
You're not there.
I'll go find a window I can look in.
I mean, they're right there. It's your classic style house, if you will. The nice doorway and then a window on either side. The Avi's got some plants on a windowsill planter You can a couple curtains. You can see inside. It's dark. There's no
Is the
lights
window-
on. You don't see anybody.
Is the window locked?
Nope.
I'll open the window and hop on in.
All right. So opening up the window and jumping in, you are immediately met with pink walls. Very, very, very pink walls. Looks like a sitting room of sorts. A few bits of furniture. Give me an investigation.
Okay.
Nice. All right, so going through the house, you do not find them at all, but what you do find is signs that they packed bags, at least. With as many outfits as Amy wears, and what you can only assume is probably Amy's walk-in closet is you can see there's definitely quite a few articles of clothing gone, missing, just not there. You can just tell by how like the closet's set up. Like there should be some clothes here. There's just not. And then like as you're going through other things, Imbric is more of a fold in a drawer kind of a person and in a chest into the bed. And again, as you're looking for any sort of clues, there's definitely not as many clothes for Imbric, making you think they packed up and went somewhere. At least they packed.
Are there is there anything of value left out, especially by the forge, like things that they had been crafting or had finished crafting and had for sale?
Oh yeah, all their stuff's still like in there. Like they're still, you go through or open up Avi's armoire. There's still multiple pieces of jewelry in there. You can see where it looks like some necklaces were probably taken, maybe a couple rings, but in general, there's still a lot in there. Quite, I mean, thousands and thousands of gold worth. And then like going out of the house into the blacksmith shop itself, like all of Imbric's tools appear to still be there. Things that they were working on, set aside, completed items still all there.
Is there anything laying out that would be particularly useful for Adnan?
What
You
would
thief!
Adnan find particularly useful? I mean,
Yeah.
there's daggers, there's different sets of armor, there's different swords there. There's. What would Adnan find to be useful?
I do speak in the ring. Hey, Adnan, did you find anything?
Still
Are they
looking.
home?
I don't think they're home yet. I don't know. I'm still looking.
Okay, so if they're not in there, you need to come back out.
Did we really just break and enter
Mhm.
into?
Adnan did, yeah. And now he's contemplating stealing from these people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck, right? That tracks. It's Waterdeep Adventures.
Ah,
How many felons are we committing today? Felons.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Oh, I really need something more defensive, and I can't wear armor, so I suppose I will. Is the forge still warm?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not.
I will exit out the window and do my best to secure it on my way out. So that somebody doesn't go in the way I did.
Of course not.
How would you lock the window from outside?
I suppose what I'm thinking is like normally there's like a handle to pull the windows open and shut. So take a board and kind of lean it up against it, and as I shut it, that board would fall underneath the handle so you couldn't open it.
Give me a dexterity ability check. Every time I hear this music, I want to play The Witcher. Well, the board falls, but not in the way that you were hoping.
If I can see through the window, I can cast Mage Hand inside and manipulate it through the window?
Yep.
Okay. I will take a dagger. I will go out. I will have Mage Hand take the dagger and stick it through the handles so that nobody can open the window.
How are you getting the dagger inside? You're going to lift up the window, toss the dagger in, close the window, and have Mage Hand pick up the dagger and stab it down?
Yeah, take a dagger from over by the forge.
So you're opening up the window, going back into the house so that you can get back into the shop?
No,
are you re-breaking in?
No, I can see through, so I can manipulate Mage Hand on the inside.
So you can't see into the shop. I'm sorry. You see into the sitting room where you originally opened the door. The way into the shop is still through the house and around the corner. Their shop itself has no windows through it. You went through the house to get into the shop.
Yeah, if there's nothing in the sitting room that I can stick through the handles.
I mean, you can try the magical board again if you would like.
I'll break in, grab a dagger, break back out, and lock the window down.
Yeah. You have done so.
And I will report to the group that it does appear that they are not there, but I can tell you they're not there for sure. Looked all over the place. They're not there.
I'm going to sneak into the ring as well and say, you know who's also not here? Millie.
We're going for Millie tomorrow.
Okay, but it's still daylight, right? In the soup ready in the morning?
Tilly, I promise you, we are going tomorrow.
Okay.
So they aren't here?
No. Some of their belongings and valuables are still there. The forge is cold, which kind of like they've been gone for a while. But they did pack some things. It looks like they packed some things. It's not like the place was ransacked.
Okay.
So my suspicion is that they left to go find more of that weird metal stuff. I forgot what it was called. The stuff that Feist was all excited about.
Nth metal.
That makes me feel better. Okay. Well, that was better than me breaking down the door. So, okay. Is there anything else we need to do, or are we just gonna hang out at the tavern today?
As far as I'm concerned, we are good. All we need to do now is consume this magical soup, and then we are good to go.
It's not magical. It's absolutely disgusting, but don't tell Feist I said so.
I shall not breathe a word. I shall make noises of satisfaction.
So you can do what I do and take what I plan on take a couple bites and then just give Henry the rest when Feist isn't looking.
Very good.
I normally slip it to one of the kobold kids. And she does. As long as I pretend to take a bite, and then I give the rest of it to a kobold kid. But we also have a Henry who we need to feed, so it'll probably end up going to Henry.
But are you sure it's not going to make Henry sick?
I've seen Henry lick up blood off the floor after a battle, so yeah, I'm pretty sure it won't make Henry sick.
Okay, fair enough.
Famous last words.
Okay.
If we get a green lion throwing up, that's gonna be. Can we pay the kobold kids to clean that instead? Like,
Oh, fuck, that'll be a day.
Oh wow, guys.
Anyway.
Wow.
Head on back home.
yeah.
Well, when you guys get back there, Adnan Tally walks over to you. He goes, so I bought that building. And do you really need all of it?
No, I probably don't need all of that big building.
Well, it
Why?
backs up to my shop really nicely. In fact, they share a wall. And I'd like to, if I can, buy a third of that from you to extend my shop.
Okay.
Okay, like you'll think about it, or okay, that's
No.
fine.
Okay, that's good. No problem.
Excellent.
No worries.
Horrible negotiator.
Excellent. Well, my team's already in there stripping down the walls to figure out what we got to do. See if there's any foundation work and whatnot. Plus, you wanted dance studio with some soundproofing, so I got to double up the walls with some small air gaps to don't mute the sound. But we'll get it going. Do you want it connected by a door to the in part, or do you want that to have a separate door from the outside to come in? Like, do you
No,
want everybody to have to go through the tavern to get to there? Do you want it to have its own door? Do you want both?
But right now, we'll just have them go through the tavern. You know, that way they see the beverages and the food being eaten, and they think, oh, maybe I want some, you know, some of that spontaneous purchases.
Sure.
Also, I was thinking, like, you know, there's going to be someone teaching dance in there, and this person may be as big as an elephant.
Oh. Okay. So I need to have reinforced floor joists. I understand.
Yeah.
What are you shaking your
Yeah.
head for?
So big as an elephant, so not normal wood for the floor then. We're gonna need something not a soft wood. Okay. All right.
Yeah, or maybe just the stage, like just a portion of the floor is heavy enough to support an elephant.
I mean, if it's a dance studio, you want the whole thing to be.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
why
I mean,
limit yourself on dancing real estate, right?
I agree with you, but
So
you know,
how do you want music in there? Do you want there to be like a separate music section? Like a smaller music stage and then the rest dance floor?
I figured the music would be coming from the tavern over there. I don't know. You're
I
the
mean,
mastermind. Like,
You're going through like 3 buildings to get sound down there then.
whatever you think would be best. You might run it by the teacher and see what he prefers.
And who am I talking to for that?
My goal is to have Silas do some teaching.
Silas can dance?
You know, I've seen him in the fray of things, and he was surprisingly light-footed and very his movements were very smooth and just well controlled. I was surprised. He is a very dexterous guy, for as big as he is.
Interesting.
So kind of like float like a butterfly, sting like a bee kind of guy.
Why would you want to be stung by a bee? Anyway, but he seems like he talks so slowly. How is that going to teach anybody? Dance is supposed to be fast.
No. Not all teachers are fast. And I think in dance, you have to take things slowly. You can't, you gotta crawl before you run.
But how is he going to keep tempo and things when he talks like this?
That's just his speech, though. He's a surprisingly light-footed
Do you think
creature.
we could speed that up? Hey, you know what? I'm sorry. We're getting off the wall here. I will talk to him, but follow-up question is, won't he just want a bunch of Raven Queen colors in there? Is that what you want? A Raven Queen Temple dance studio?
I mean, if the milkshake brings all the girls to the yard, go with it, right?
Wow. Okay. All right. So I need to go talk to Silas about what kind of dance studio he wants. Okay. I think I'll have some time this afternoon. I'll stop by the temple and see what he's doing.
And don't forget to leave a little bit of a secret room. That's,
Like, how little bit?
enough for a table and chairs. Like, say, 6 chairs.
Okay. Secret room, table and chairs that you want to have access from where?
From the
Because
tavern.
you're not going to want to go into the secret room while they're, as he's looking around, while they're hosting a dance thing, right? Like,
Yeah, just put a curtain and go behind the curtain. Pff, be gone.
okay, so I'm gonna do like some artistic flair with that. Which I don't curtain, great idea. Kind of obvious. Something that's super pointed out. You always look at the man behind the curtain kind of thing and expect to see a midget performing a bunch of hallucinations. So, I'll see what I can do to make that better.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I know you're the expert, the master at this, so do what you think is best.
Secret room dance studio that can support multiple elephants dancing. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Which means you're going to lose some attic space.
Okay.
What about your secret room upstairs versus downstairs?
Hey, you know what? Looks like you're the planner now. I like the way you're thinking.
All right, Adnan, I think I got an idea here. I'm going to go make sure my guys are working on your other stuff and go and talk to Silas later this afternoon.
Yeah, if Silas gives you a rough way of it, go to Gerhardt and have Gerhardt talk with Silas. Because those two seem to get along really well.
Okay. He like you can see him penciling this in his little notebook. All right. Okay. Well, I will. I'll get that done.
All right.
Have a good rest of your morning.
You too, Tell. You too.
You know what? I shouldn't be surprised that Adnan is such a troll. It's okay.
Oh, he's my spirit animal.
But in this case, he's going to get a player to talk to himself in two different accents, and it's just going to do nothing but bring a smile to my face. I'm smiling just imagining it again. Ah, so good, so good.
And a spy room, so you can watch them. Okay.
This is so. I don't think it's a spy room to watch the dancers. I think it's for you all to meet somewhere.
Oh yeah, we'll go with that.
Well,
I'm talking about Adnan here, who's a bard. Okay.
Oh, I play a bard in another campaign. I'm a horny bastard.
It's a multi-purpose room, not a spy room.
That's right. Spying's only part of it.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Well, is there anything in particular any of you would like to do?
Tilly would like to impatiently pace back and forth throughout the day.
Excellent. Excellent.
Hey, Tegan, do you think you could slip some of that black flask into Tilly's drink at some point today?
Well, I don't want to kill him.
Well, maybe then, I don't know, whatever flask is a step below that, but...
Damn.
It's a step below death.
I mean, I'm sure I've got something.
He's getting a little anxious. And
Yeah, I could probably come up with something.
He needs a drinkable.
There's no way we're getting Feist out of here before bone soup is served.
Not without giant lizard eyes.
Drug your own party members. Come on.
What? But brilliant. Well, if nobody else wants to do anything else, then Silas, there is a one of the acolytes comes to you and tells you that a halfling that smells of wood, like just wood chippings and shavings, is asking for you.
Well, I suppose you should show him in.
Acolyte leaves, comes back, and sure enough, there is, for you, everybody is short. But shorter than Portia halfling. And Portia's really tall for halfling. There's this guy to you has like a sandy brown hair. You can see like obvious sawdust like still in it. He's got like one of those pencils across one ear, and just every time he walks, there's just a dusting of wood that just kind of follows him. Like he probably just came from the shop. He pulls out a small notebook and pulls the pencil out, and he goes, "So you're Silas."
Yes, I am.
Great. So I was told to come talk to you to see what specifications and or colorations and size of things you wanted for the dance studio.
I'm sorry, the what?
The dance studio.
I am not aware of any dance studios. Where would this be?
That's strange. They told me that you were the teacher. Aren't you teaching dance?
I have not agreed to teach dance here in this city, but in my youth I did teach dance and was known to be quite fleet of foot.
Oh, well then, excellent. What do you know? What materials that you're gonna want your floor to be? Is there any particular wood that you like? Where do you want the stage set up for anybody who's going to be performing any live music or anything for you, coloration of things. Do you want curtains? Like I already know I need to soundproof the room. The need to reinforce the floor joists and whatnot, but since the whole floor has to come up to do that, it'd be a great time to just go ahead and replace it. So I'm just here to get your thoughts and ideas. When I talked to Adnan about this, he was like, no, go talk to the teacher about this, and then said to come find you. And so like this is when I penciled you in. I'm sorry jumping in on you like that. This is just when I had time. So I'm really just looking for like your input. You want to come see the building, maybe? I've still got the outside. What do you want that to look like? What you want your lighting to be? He's just.
I see. This is a joke from Adnan. I understand now.
Why would it be a joke? He had me buy the building. He's already paid for most of the materials.
Well, that is an expensive joke. Perhaps it would be best to come along and see your decisions. Though I do recommend a hardwood base with a softwood top. But
Scribbling that down.
let us go and see the site itself.
Okay. When do you want to see it?
I should be free this evening after I take care of a few services here for my lady.
Okay.
Unless you would care to stay and partake.
Not this time. Still gotta get those guys working because the tavern's opening up an inn soon. Gotta get those rooms done. So I'll probably be around the tavern somewhere, shape or form. I'm sure somebody can find me around there. Just get me whenever you're ready.
I will be along later today. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You as well.
Turns around so quickly. Some sawdust as his tiny feet come out. Coming back into the tavern, Gerhardt, individual, a halfling individual, walks up to you. Hi, Gerhardt. I'm Talia. We've been not really kind of introduced, but I'm the one overseeing all the work over there. So Adnan said to go talk to Silas about being the dancer for the studio. And he said also to get with you. I just wanted you to know that Silas is going to be here later this afternoon or this evening. He's got some services to do. But I would really appreciate if you were there to kind of help guide where the conversation needs to go, because Adnan's really absolutely no help except for paying the bill. And he said to come get you.
I have no idea about anything about wood or floors or dancing. I do not care about this. But sure. I will be around, of course. You can come ask me things, but I do not know answers.
You know, Silas said something very similarly. Silas said this was a joke, but Adnan's invested so much money into this. Do you think this is just a really expensive joke? Am I really doing all this for nothing?
Look,
I mean, I'm not doing it for nothing. But this seems kind of an expensive gag.
Quite frankly, I have no idea. It is not my money. I do not care how it is spent. It seems quite foolish to me. Obviously, dancing does not matter. It does not work for anything. It provides nothing. It is silly, but the whole thing is a joke to me.
Huh. That's weird. Like you said, if I had some issues with Silas, I should get you involved, but...
Yeah, that makes no sense at all. I do not know this Silas. I have met him perhaps once, and quite frankly, he was a bore.
He says he's fleet of foot, but he's a massive individual.
Yes,
Of course,
well, I am...
everybody's tall, according in my book. So
Well, if he asserts that he is fleet of foot, perhaps people will pay to come see that. I do not know.
a Luxodon that can dance. People might actually come to see that. Okay, well, anyway, later this afternoon, this evening, I'm not sure when. He'll be by. Okay, thanks, bye!
Of course he is coming here. I want another drink.
When I hear him say that, I'm gonna slide up next to him at the bar and say, "Say, drink. Do you need some help with that?"
At this point, Tegan, I believe I would. There is a elephant-sized headache going to rain on my afternoon.
Oh, well, for an elephant-sized headache, we need an elephant-sized drink. I'm gonna pull out the brown flask, and I'm gonna put just a few drops in his glass, and I'm gonna fill mine up.
I'm gonna just pound that right back. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, of course, cheers to you. And then,
So, what's in the brown flask?
The brown flask is what's left of my bacon bourbon.
Ho 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 ho! Wow!
That's why he gets a few drops.
Consider yourself lucky. Consider yourself lucky.
this was fantastic, by the way. I do not know what it is or what it was, but very well done. Where could I get some?
Funny you should mention that. Because there's only one place that makes it. Now, I can't go there. There was there was a might bit of a disagreement, and, well, let's just say you don't want to mention me, Adnan, Porch. In fact, just act like you don't know any of us. I'd be willing to fund this adventure for you, though, if you didn't mind going and getting, I don't know, like a 6-pack a pint. I do recommend taking some muscle with you, though, because there is a few fellas in there that are nice and big and bulky. We used to have an old friend. He was you might have met him, big floppy-eared fella, right?
Ah, yes.
Nose that goes for days, hangs to his knees. What the fuck was his name again?
Yeah, that is of course Silas.
Silas, that's his name, right? That way, when you do die, oh, he's a cleric. Something about his ladies or whatnot. I mean, honestly, he's probably running a brothel, to be honest with you. But I'm just saying, find him, take him with you, come back with the 6th pint of the bacon bourbon, and I'm gonna make this worth your while. I will. I will.
Yeah. I would try and get this thing for us, but I am not sure that I would bring Silas on this venture.
Oh no, you have to bring Silas. You have to.
Silas got kicked out too. Hearing this conversation,
Oh, did Silas get kicked out?
I think so. Silas got kicked out with us. It's called the Pig's Flagon.
Do you know who didn't get kicked out?
He did.
He really didn't get kicked out.
Yes, he did. He mentioned that he knew us and was told to leave.
Shit. Gerhardt, you're my only hope.
And you're gonna
Alright.
ask for Henry.
This mission's going to be dangerous, okay? It's going to be dangerous. So here's the bargain. You go get the 6-pack, a 6-pack pint of the bacon bourbon, and I'll let you hold something magical.
Yeah, you do understand that, of course, I'm a cleric, so holding something magical happens to me fairly frequently.
Wow. Well, I wasn't going to go that far down the rabbit hole, you perv. But still, I mean,
But have you held Tegan's magic staff?
I'm just we can work something out, you know. There can be some compensation.
And you can do all of this after we get Millie. It's gonna be great.
We leave tomorrow for Millie.
I understand this.
Yeah,
We leave
and
tomorrow for Millie. Gerhardt leaves now for bacon bourbon.
Why? What's so important about bacon bourbon?
It's really, really good.
Oh,
I will-
You
And
know
it
what?
tastes like
Millie,
chicken.
Millie is really, really good too. She's awesome.
And we're
Well-
gonna go get her tomorrow.
We can get bacon bourbon tomorrow after we get done with Millie.
Last time we went down the hole, we were there 10 days. Who's to say we'll even come back this time? Go get the bacon bourbon. Please? But don't be like, I want to hold a magical item. Make him pay you in gold or
Yeah.
bourbon.
yeah, well, first and foremost, obviously, I will need money to do this. I do not carry money.
right. I'm gonna give you money.
I don't have any money. I owe Adnan a month's worth of my tavern wages.
Take some money. I honestly have no idea if I even have any money.
Yeah, I'm looking for the money right now. I've never actually dealt with it, so
Me neither.
look at us Luddites.
It's at the bottom of inventory. That's what those bars are. Like up above the weight, like the very bottom bars, how much weight you can carry. Above that is GP
Oh.
for gold pieces, PP for platinum pieces.
Oh,
Radius
right.
electrum.
Right. Well, I don't remember how much this stuff was.
It was not cheap. That was months ago. Months ago.
Well,
All right, fine. Here's 50 gold. Okay. I'll need a receipt and change.
Yeah, okay, that shall be fine. It is an easy place to find, I assume.
It's fairly easy, but Gerhard, I gotta ask you. I mean, how are your morals?
That is a curious and long question to ask a cleric, I would expect.
I'm just saying. I mean, you've tasted the honey now. Would you, I mean, be willing to bend a rule here or there?
Precisely what sort of rules do you expect me to have to bend to go on a shopping trip?
all of them. Tegan bends all of them.
Yeah, I mean, rules really, they're more guidelines.
I'll tell you what. I'll pay you 10 times what he's giving you if you go and help me get Millie right now.
We are leaving tomorrow.
You know,
Okay.
that is not a bad offer. However, the two of us alone would not make it very far, I suspect.
I just think that if we're leaving tomorrow, we should all get rest now, so we're all, well rested, and we can wake up at like 2 in the morning and get down there and we're ready to go.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, I'm not going to bed right now. It's like 2 in the afternoon.
Okay, well, exactly. You'll get, even if you get 12 hours of sleep, we'll be well rested and ready to go.
Have you ever tried to wake Tegan up at 2 a.m.?
No, I tried waking up at like 6 a.m., but he
Yeah.
woke up, didn't he?
2
Yeah.
a.m. 10 times worse.
Well, and also, I do not know about anybody else, but if I go to bed before I'm tired, all I do is sit and toss and turn and toss and turn anyways, so...
I'm sure Tegan has something to put all of us to sleep, and I won't need to worry about that, though.
It's called bourbon.
You know, I've heard a story around this group before about how Tegan, used to sleep something and it killed one of their party members. So I'm good on having Tegan put me to sleep.
Oh, really?
Well, if this is an easy thing to do and I am going to a bar and buying liquor. This cannot be a hard thing. This is what bars are for.
It's not a hard thing. Just don't mention
Yeah.
us or Troll Skull or Tegan
Yeah,
at all.
it should be a very quick little expedition, I imagine.
Quick expedition. I'll walk with you most of the way.
Yeah, if they have some trepidation about you, you should walk with me maybe half the way only.
Half the way. Well, yeah. That's a great idea. That's a good idea. You won't even know I'm there.
This
That's a lie. Just make sure he doesn't piss on any guards because we don't need him thrown in jail.
As he casts invisibility, he goes whoop.
yeah, I that sounds a bit suspicious to me.
Sus.
But okay, let us go and make this a very quick expedition so that, of course, we can come back, have our bone soup, have an early bed for Tilly, yes, of course, so that we can get up early tomorrow and find Millie, which is the important part. Good.
Hey ho!
Admittedly, it is quite good. I will offer that is delicious.
All right, let's go.
So I guess we head on down to the old pig bar.
Pig's flagging.
The pig's flagon.
The fact that I
So-
remember that.
As we're on our way there, I'm
Yeah.
going to prep you on what to say. All right? You are a wandering traveler who has heard of this fabled bacon bourbon, and you must try it for yourself. And when they get there, you're going to buy just a small sip and instantly fall in love with it and want to buy more, but you're pressed for time. So you're asking if you can get a 6-pack pint to go and give to the rest of your adventuring party, who you're not sure who those people are yet because you haven't met them.
That seems quite complex. Can I not just buy it for myself and say, I'm going to be on the road for some time, and this is amazing, and I would want to have this with me every night?
I mean, I guess if you don't want to have a vision, then that's fine.
Well, I of course worship Arkady, so wandering is part of my nature. It is what I do. Should be no problem.
Then let's should be on down the way to get to stuff now. And
All right.
as we approach the boar, pig, man, bear thing tavern,
Pig's flagon.
pig's flagon, man, bear, pig, tag, flagon. Yes, that place.
Yeah.
When we approach, I'm going to hide in an alley.
Okay.
And wait for him to walk. And then I'm going to cast invisibility on myself and sneak up behind him.
Okay. So Tegan, give me a stealth roll with advantage. Okay. Well, all right. So, coming up to the pig's flagon, outside of this place, Gerhardt, you can see a rather tall minotaur individual with arms crossed, and next to him is this open barrel that has all kinds of weapons in it. And as he sees you walk up, he just goes, mace in the barrel.
Of course. May I please have a receipt for it?
Oh, what?
Just a note to show that I left it, please.
You left the mace in the barrel. What do you need a thing to show for?
Then I have your word. That is fine. And
Okay.
I take the mace and put it in the barrel.
Do you have any other bigger weapons? You have a dagger,
no.
that's fine, but nothing big.
No, I travel light.
Welcome to the Pig's Flagon.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna make sure I'm really close but not touching as I'm sneaking by, the two-horned wonder there.
You're gonna try to sneak. Okay, I need you to give me another stealth roll with advantage. Fuck yeah, you do. Fuck yeah, you do. Okay. Well, you're able to successfully sneak in. Tegan, uh, for you, Gerhardt, what you see is the place is has quite a few people in there. Quite a few 6-person tables are full. There's only about a handful of people at the bar itself. You can see there are about 3 open seats at the tables and 4 open seats still at the bar itself. Coming inside, you can see a portly gentleman looking up over the customer sitting at the bar and goes, welcome on in. What can I get for you?
I'll walk up to the bar and get a seat. Yeah, so I have just come recently into town, and I have heard tell of a very specific drink that is only available here. That is a pig bacon, a bacon drink. Is this the right place for that?
What are you talking about? What bacon drink? What?
Well, so I heard tell of it as I was coming into town by some people that were leaving. They said make sure and stop and have some. It was bacon bourbon, I believe. That I must have it because it is the specialty of the city.
This the portly gentleman, like as he's apron on and typical bartender cup cleaning, which is always the same cup. It's always super clean, but for some reason he just keeps cleaning the same cup. He leans in real close and he goes, people leaving said that?
Yes, that is correct. There was a group of, I believe, 4 that were off. It may have been more. They were with wagons.
Gerhardt, need you to give me deception.
Oh, Jesus. I'm bad at this one. Oh!
Oh shit.
Oh,
There he goes. He takes the towel as he's cleaning the cup and he puts it over his shoulder. Goes, don't know what you're talking about. I got ale.
Well, that is quite unfortunate. I have been traveling for some time, and of course I have quite a hefty purse from it. And I was hoping for something a bit more bracing, a bit more rich, more wonderful than ale. But if ale is what you can offer, so be it. And so I take that purse of 50 gold out, and I put the whole thing on the counter, and I open it up and pull 1 gold piece out and go, of course, can you give change?
Yeah, that's fine.
Very good. I'll have an ale, and perhaps you can correct my misconception. Is it another bar in town that has these things?
Hang on, I'm looking for something very specific. Please hold.
Not a
Should
worry.
have this saved, and I don't because I'm a tard. All right. So he comes over and he reaches underneath the countertop and he pulls out um, about maybe foot and a half long wooden slab that has some kind of parchment on it that are tucked into leather sleeves. So the corners have these bits of leather on them. And he hands this over to you, and it's a menu. And on the menu, you can see that they have about 6 different things as far as food is concerned that they have available. Smoked Parrington, Bahir goulash, sweet potato goulash, baked raccoon, sweet potato porridge, and marinated cucumbers. And then for their beers, acidic avocado lager, second breakfast brew, butterbeer, smoky method stout, dwarf pick pilsner, and a cow clover ale. They have 3 wines on the menu, a silver persimmon white, a golden chalice white wine, and siren song. And then the liquors that are available is the Queen's Favor, spicy coconut gin, and something called the Red-Headed Harlot.
So, what's the most expensive drink on the menu?
Drink-wise, most expensive. The Queen's Flavor is 2 silver pieces. The silver persimmon white wine is 2 silver pieces, and the acidic avocado lager is 2 silver pieces.
Okay. So
the meals are a little bit more expensive, but I think you're just here for booze.
Yeah, your intuition is quite correct. I would whenever I come into a new town, I am long and away from the road, and I want to have a taste of civilization, a taste of something good. And I'm sadly only here for maybe just tonight. I don't know. It won't be long. And so I was hoping to find something unusual and unique, but as it is, I will take perhaps your best liquor that you have, or if you find that the wine is better, give me your best wine.
Well, I mean, it's everybody's preference, whether it's wine, liquor, or beer. So, I mean, you just you let me know what your preference is. I'm sorry, could say that again?
So, do I recognize this guy or anybody else in there?
Oh yeah, the guy's the guy. He's the portly fellow who came up with the recipe, but it wasn't. At the time of you being kicked out, it was something that he had under the table that he was having people try. It wasn't yet a menu item, so who knows where that has transformed to. So,
well, left with all my preferences, I prefer liquor. It is, quite frankly, there's nothing better. The complexities and depth of it, better than any other spirit. So I will take, of course, your best liquor. Though I see at least 2 I've had, but that is okay. For whatever's your best.
All right. And he takes the gold and slides over 8 silver pieces, and then brings over a probably about a 4-finger cup of this kind of a gold color. It's kind of reminiscent of like if you're just pouring honey and how like the light can just be seen through it just barely. It's kind of that light through honey color, gold.
So cool. When he pours this and brings it over to me, and brings me my change, I'm gonna go ahead and slide the change back over to him. Say, of course, for your trouble, and I'd love to know, do you have many travelers here? As I take a sip, and I don't quite wince, but I'm like, oh, it's not quite good. You know, it's not quite good enough, but it's okay.
He goes, well, I mean, there's quite a few travelers that come in through Waterdeep, whether they're coming from Neverwinter or coming from Baldur's Gate. There's just quite a few people. Typically, we don't see travelers, though. We're more center part of town. Usually the docks see quite a few people, or bars over by the gates. I hear that the Troll Skull place is back up and running, but you don't want to go there. It's ran by some real assholes. Trying to take something from here just wasn't a good sight.
I had, I believe, walked past this. It looked, quite frankly, quite dirty. And I have had my fill of dirt on the road. That is that.
When he says that, I'm going to accidentally on purpose push a glass off the counter.
Do you have a ghost here?
Not that I was aware of. But hasn't happened before.
That is quite irregular. Do you need somebody to come and take a look for you? It is not my specialty, but perhaps I could contact a temple?
That's awfully nice of you, but we'll get the Ravens people over here. They don't like the dead. I mean, they'll be able to banish it or something.
I think that is a fine choice. I, of course, am a follower of Arcady, but the Raven Queen is notable in utility for these situations.
I've never heard of that Arcady.
I am not surprised. We do not tend to keep buildings or temples. We tend to blow where the wind takes us.
Huh.
I go where she points, and I serve her purpose. And along the way, when I get the chance, I sample the best I can find.
Arcady, huh?
Yes. The goddess of lightning, the goddess of a cold wind on the sea.
Sounds kind of harsh.
It can be, but there's no better wind to sail by. And then I knock back that, and I go, could I perhaps try another of your liquors? This was okay.
Give me a general charisma ability check. No particular ability, just a generic charisma ability check.
Jesus, that is my worst stat.
Well, could have been better off bringing the elephant.
Oh man. Funny thing is, yes, you would have been better off with the elephant. With that 16 charisma.
Yeah. Yeah. Get hurt's a little rough.
He goes, well, if you were to rate that particular one called the Queen's Favor, what about it didn't you like?
So here's the thing. Of course, I do not want to offend anyone, any local custom. I do not know whose queen this is. I do not know which queen has given the favor. But to me, it was pedestrian. Something that I could find in almost any tavern, anywhere I went.
Oh,
Perhaps she is a queen of the people, in which case it is very appropriate.
pedestrian.
I do not mean offense. There is nothing wrong with that, of course. It is good to drink for all people. All people enjoy the drink. Nothing wrong. It is just that when I am here in town, it is so infrequent that I want to have something a bit outstanding. So, I'd love to try another. And I pull out another gold piece and say, for the next.
Okay. Yes. All right, so he replaces your cup with something else. And so that's that dark gold color. This one is kind of a fiery red. And when he sets it down, he goes, hang on a second. Just looking around, and there it is. And he pulls out this bit of stone, and he hits it, and the drink is on fire as he slides it across the table for you.
Well, thank you very much. And what is this one?
Oh, that one's called the Red-Headed Harlot.
So I assume that that's in a shot glass on fire, or is that in a sipping glass on fire?
That is a shot glass on fire.
Okay, then I just straight up, bam, take it down.
Okay. I don't. How would Gerhardt react to a drink that tastes like big red bubblegum? That overpowering cinnamon flavor that's got like the bite in the very back of your tongue.
Honestly, he'd probably find it pretty disgusting.
So, how does Gerhardt react to this drink?
Like it's disgusting. He's gonna go like, we really are trying very hard for something here, aren't we? We're trying very hard. I can tell, and that's fine. It's a great thing to try for things and to make big, bold statements. But quite frankly, this is like, it's like sucking on bark. Forgive me again. Perhaps I am too long on the road and I am impolite now.
Well, when he set the drink down, he also set down your 9 silver pieces and 8 copper pieces that he slides back over.
I slide that right on back.
Well, one you didn't like, one was pedestrian. Well, let's see what you think of the last one. And he takes that shot glass back, pours an ale for someone down to the other end of the bar as he comes back with a different shot glass. And he slides this one over and he goes, now this one's the spicy coconut gin. I don't imagine it's going to be what you're looking for, but I am interested in your opinion of it.
That is fair. I will happily try this drink. Is it sipping, shooting? What am I doing?
This one's a sipping. It's got it's actually strangely enough has a couple pieces of ice and a mint leaf on top.
Okay. Is this a spicy coconut mint drink?
The mint seems like it's more garnish than anything else.
Okay. Okay. So I take a sip or three, and I kind of sit there and kind of like let it marinate, consider it. I go, I see. I have to thank you, and here, of course, another gold piece for your time, your trouble, and the drink. This has been a very interesting experience, but I am obviously in the wrong establishment, and for that is my fault. I apologize. I had heard this was right. I was wrong. This is my fault. Thank you so much for your time. This is... It's trying to be too many things at once. Are you kidding me? What? Why? That's too much. There's no subtlety here. Forgive me. Again, I am too impolite. I have been too long walking, traveling, riding, all the things.
Fair enough.
If there is nothing else you can offer, perhaps you could point me in the direction of a place that might have more subtly delicious things?
Subtly delicious things. Well, I'm not sure about your particular palate, but there's a couple establishments further in town. You hit the market square itself and make a right. There's, I think it's Jenny's Townhouse might be over there, but maybe that's something more up your alley.
So that is, of course, in the market square, you said.
Once you get to the market square, at the center of it, turn right down. I forget the name, but it's the main street, and you'll find it. It's a 3-story building. You'll see it.
I was quite hoping that I could stop traveling for the day. That is right, though. It is the way it is.
At least that place will have a bed maybe you could rent, whereas I did not, so you would still have to be traveling.
That is a very fair point. Just one last time, let me ask, because I must. Do you have anything else? Again, I heard of this drink. I heard that this was the place to have it. Was there another bartender, perhaps, that I could talk to? Was there something? A wash boy with experiments?
I've been here going on 8 years, and the owner of this establishment has never had anything for sale such as what you're speaking of. So I don't know who or what told you that, but you heard wrong.
See, this is what comes. Leaning into having had 3 drinks. See, this is of course what comes from trusting the first inn you get to. I should have known it was too dirty. I would never stay there, of course, but when I got there, they recommended this. They said, oh, it is so good, it is so good. I should never believe them.
Right, the first one. As opposed to the people that told you on the wagon as you were entering town.
Yes, because they told me that, of course, you would not even consider giving it to me if I even mentioned their names. And quite frankly, I would not give you anything, having understood better what is going on here now. I have been played a fool. I can understand why anyone would not care for them. Look, it has been...
Well, thank you for your patronage. I hope you find what you're looking for somewhere.
I also hope this. Thank you, sir. And I will take one last gold piece out and slide it across.
Thank you very much. Tegan, what are you doing besides making the one cup fall over and spook the guy a bit?
I want to kind of look around, use my alcoholic senses, my super nose, to see if I can't detect any bacon bourbon.
Well, you
be very, very stealthy.
Give me a perception check. And an insight roll. Give me both those. Perception and insight.
Nice.
So perception check. Don't you don't notice anything that you're able to see or smell that resembles anything about bacon bourbon. However, you know that Gerhardt is a terrible liar, and that the bartender knew that and clammed up real quick after that, as far as any particular bacon bourbon situation was concerned. But that defensive situation was loosening and loosening the more Gerhardt drank.
Oh, fella, you're about to get shit-faced wankered tonight. When the bartender is not paying attention, I'm going to continue to slide more drinks in front of Gerhardt with a gentle yet firm grip to the shoulder.
So are you just stealing other people's drinks at this point? Because you're invisible, can't order your own.
Like when he finishes a drink and he hands the cup back. Okay. I'm going to put the cup back in front of him and, kind of without saying, keep drinking, it's working, Or maybe, no. Yes, no. Our rings, they don't talk out loud, do they?
No. You have to talk into them,
I
but
do.
they are heard as though someone is whispering into your ear.
I'm going to then sneak off to the most vacant spot in the bar and
Easy
whisper.
Okay.
Just whisper very quietly. Keep
What do you say?
drinking. It's working.
All right. So Gerhardt, as you're about to stand up and get out of here, you hear Tegan's whispering voice in your ear.
I cannot wait for drunk Gerhardt to interact with Silas. On second thought, I will have one more. I will have one more. If you could bring me what you think is your best wine.
Going from liquor to wine, that should never mix your alcohols like that. That's no good. Now
Oh.
at least something in your stomach first or something. Like that's just. I don't want you to get sick. You've been traveling and all that nonsense. So I'm not trying to kill you here.
That is a fair point. Perhaps I could have the baked raccoon on a board.
Right?
But then I must ask you to pair a wine with it.
All right. So the baked raccoon with the roasted apricots.
Yes,
and the
I
wine
have.
to go with it. Ooh, let's apricots. I think the persimmon white, the silver persimmon white, with the roasted apricots. I think that'll be good.
Honestly, that sounds really good.
Well, you just give me just a second here. Excuse me. Montero, we're gonna need one of your baked raccoons.
Ah, raccoon. Raccoon. That is how you pronounce here, raccoon.
Well, I'm sure other people actually do the whole ooh sound raccoon, but it's like taking the U out of color. You just save a syllable.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. This language has too many syllables to begin with.
I kind of agree with you there. All right. So when that gets out, you want some water and ale or something for now, before you get your wine to go with your meal, or
Yeah, I would like if you could offer 1 glass of water.
yeah, no problem. Brings you over a tall wooden cup of water. Strangely,
very
actually
good.
cold water, not lukewarm water. Actually cold water.
Oh, actually cold. Okay. Ah, this is delightful and refreshing. How do you get it so cold?
Well, we got a cellar that we keep a bunch of things in. Every week we get a chunk of ice. I like to collect the meltants in another barrel, and anybody asks for water, that's where I try to get it from first.
Oh, this is freshly made water. It's new water.
I guess you could say that. New water. Never thought about that. I wonder if I could market that.
Yeah, I bet that would bring in some people looking for refreshment. You know.
So it's an interesting idea you got there. Well, when that gets out, I'll be over here with your wine. And he starts serving other people that are coming up and whatnot.
So there's a cellar, Gerhardt. You need to get him to go to the cellar.
I'm just going to actually just subtly shake my head. Like,
Okay.
on the other hand, I'm getting a delicious meal on somebody else's dime. So, you know.
Excuse me. Yep, he comes
Like Ocean's 15.
about 20 or so minutes later, and he stops by a couple more times to make sure you're good with your water, and tells you to just be a few more minutes, and then eventually about a 4'10" human male comes back out with kind of like an oblong face. He's got this long straight red hair, these blue eyes, rough around the edges as far as the skin care is concerned. Montero, as he drops off your it's on a wooden plank. It's been the raccoon has been cut into about 6 different pieces. It's like you would for like a chicken or something, where they just so you can eat what it is that you want, and what have you. A big helping, a spread, if you will, of these roasted apricots is on there. There's also about half a loaf of a dark rye bread. And Montero goes, it's quite nice if you take a bit of that bread and put the roasted apricots on there, and whatever section of meat that you like from the raccoon, put that on top and have it as an open-faced sandwich, if you will. It goes really well together, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, that is. Thank you. I will try this thusly. And I do that before the wine gets there first.
Okay.
Just to sample it.
It's all cooked really well.
I have to step away for a few minutes. I've got to go beat Dad for a minute.
Sure.
I'll be right
Yeah, no worries. And then eventually the other guy comes back over, and he's got your it's wine glass, but really it's a goblet of the silver persimmon white wine that he sets down in front of you, and he goes, "Now, you let me know how you think of this pair."
So, first, of course, I'd take a swig of that delicious cold water to cleanse the palate. Then I build one of those open-faced sandwiches and take a bite, chew, savor, then take a sip of the wine, and I allow a note of surprised delight to enter my face. Now, that is actually good. I should have asked you first. I should have had you make all the decisions. Do you make anything of your own? Do you make this local? And I take another sip of the wine.
The wine is not here local, no. But all 3 of the liquors you tried that you didn't like, yes.
All 3. And you are making them?
Yeah.
Each and every one? Well, a mind that put together this pairing, I think that you have more capacity than what I tasted earlier. Forgive me for saying.
No, I appreciate opinions of all kinds, whether they're positive and negative ones. It helps me improve the craft.
Yes. This is why, you always listen to your critics because they actually care enough to say you're wrong.
Yep. And to be perfectly frank, I hated all three of these myself, but they gotta be
And-
sold.
Well, of course, you must sell, and of course, drunk people will buy, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Well, if you did not like them, have you done anything you do like? Maybe sometime in the past. Maybe next time I come through, you will be making something new.
Perhaps. I've made things in the past that were good, yes, but an incident happened and I almost lost my job, so I don't really do a whole lot of that anymore.
Well,
All
that-
of these here particular things have been all approved by the owner. I no longer do anything that is my own.
Well, that is an absolute crime. How could anybody say that would be satisfying, one, in a job, and two, as an artist? Because somebody who can pair like this must have a good sense of taste.
I agree with you.
And I appreciate this pairing. This is a good pairing. That
I'm
is a
glad
shame.
you like it.
Could you get another job somewhere else? Is it possible to open your own place?
Well, I thought I could, but nah, things went bad pretty quick. So nope, still stuck here for a little while at least.
That is very unfortunate. I'm very sorry to hear that. Mike.
Such is life, right?
Yes, well, yes. Though, of course, Arkady would say that we should listen to the winds that blow within us. And it is okay to not have the right wind just yet for yourselves. But one will come.
Well, here's hoping the next time the winds blow you into town, I'll have something better for you to try.
I sincerely hope that is the case, because this is wonderful. If I may ask, forgive me. Would you mind? I will sit and eat, and then afterwards come by again, perhaps for a digestive.
Sure, sounds good.
Thank you. I want to focus and concentrate and taste.
Understand.
So I'm just gonna sit there and bullshit being fancy. And also legitimately enjoy the experience. Like, this is a good pairing. It tastes fantastic. The meat is cooked just right. And honestly, it's some of the best food Gerhardt's had in a while. Like, he wasn't exactly, being complete bullshitting when he was like Trollskull Man, like, food. So like, raccoon's a delicacy where he comes from. This is very good. It's fantastic.
Good stuff.
Yeah, so finishes up and looks up and goes,
Comes back by. Well, what'd you think?
I have to say that is the best meal I have had in weeks, months even. I have not had a raccoon like that in quite some time. Thank you very much. It reminded me a bit of home, and I have not been there in years.
Well, you're quite welcome. You stop on by for dinner anytime you like.
Oh, I fully intend to. And now, for another drink, perhaps my last, because you're correct, I must go find a bed. Not at that dirty place, but perhaps at the Jenny's place.
Jenny's Town Hall.
Yes.
Don't let the name fool you. While it's got some beds, it's a little rowdy of a place, but it's got a couple of fun drinks in there.
Well, where would be a good place to sleep?
I mean, it's a good place to sleep. It's just the first floor. Usually every night they've got We got a bard or two in there, so it gets a little loud. But if you're up on the third floor, you don't. It's muffled.
Okay, well, then I will probably try there and see how it is. After all, I have all this money here. It does not do me any good on the road, really. And I
You
might
should probably not be flashing that about here at Waterdeep. There's plenty of cut purses around.
I see it is that sort of city. Hmm.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
I understand. Well, perhaps then one last drink. So, you have clearly what I should have done from the very beginning is told you exactly to say, go and make a pairing of flavor that is good, that is worth having. So, with that in mind, from your entire junk menu, from whatever you have, all the things, if you can find me 2 drinks that go well together, or just 1 drink that you think will be exquisite.
Well, I don't think any 2 drinks go well together. I don't like the competition for flavor. I'm not a big fan of that. But as far as 1 drink, how about a nice dessert liquor?
If you have this, I would love to try a dessert liquor.
All right then. Like reaches down like real far. Give me a perception check.
Oh, now I roll well.
So you can feel on this bar table that something shifts. Nothing has shifted. Anytime you've ever grabbed something, nothing has shifted. But you can feel it in the bar table, the countertop. Something shifts. And he pulls out about what is that thing called? Oh my gosh, I cannot think of the word. Okay. I think this is what I'm thinking of. Yes, it is. So he pulls out a container that looks like a takuri, a bulbous bottom, very narrow neck with the open, wide top. Where sake is usually served from. And it's very, you can tell it's very nice ceramic piece. And there's again these small, very small glasses that he pulls out with it. And he pulls his cork, and you can hear the thump. Like this thing was sealed good. And he pours this thing out. He pours 2 out. And he slides them both just over to you. And then he squeezes that thing back and reaches real far down again. And again, you feel the something else shutting. And you look inside these ceramic cups, and you can tell it's just probably about a swallow each. And it's a really, really clear liquid.
So, obviously I do the polite thing and hand 1 glass to him.
Which he gladly takes.
And I go, I assume that this is to sip?
Sip or take all as once, your choice. And then flips the cup upside down and puts it on the bar.
So, I'll take a deep inhale of, the scent, which I assume does not smell like bacon.
It does not smell like bacon, no.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. And then I will say, as you do, and take the whole thing, but I don't shoot it. I just get it all into my mouth to taste it.
Okay.
And like actually taste before I swallow.
All right. It tastes exactly like blueberry a la mode.
Hmm.
Blueberry. Oh.
I go, that is irregular. That is exquisite. How? What?
I
How
need you to
could
give me a
these
Constitution
tears-
saving throw, please.
Okay, thank God I'm Connie. I have con. Really?
Not bad.
All right, Gerhardt, I need your drunk accent to kick in. Because you're feeling warm, good, and loose.
Mein Freund, das ist ein Spitzenratend. It's after these tears. It is like the ocean the first time you taste it. It is sweet. It is light. It is exactly what I want. Perfect. I cannot say enough. I would, here, and I hand over the entire bag of gold coins. Please, can I buy all of this you have? Oh, maybe not all. I cannot ask for all. Of course, I could never ask for all. That is like asking a man for his baby. No, but can I at least have some?
Give me a persuasion roll with advantage.
Good luck.
Damn.
Thank goodness for persuade for advantage.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would have sucked.
So, almost obnoxiously loud as he pushes the package, the leather pouch of money back to you. He goes, "Why, no, sir. Do not sell such things here. That's just a little taste."
That is a shame. That is a crime. That is a problem with the world that should be
And then
righted.
he leans in real close and he goes, "Come back after dark." I'm glad you liked it, sir. Have a great day. Don't forget to hook it set up with Jenny's town hall.
I will tell them that you sent me, and thank you for your kindness is what I am. Yes, it has been lovely. Thank you. And I
You're
take
welcome.
the gold and I stagger the fuck out.
What are you doing, Tegan? Gerhardt's with him.
I'm keenly paying attention to where the barkeep was standing, and when he made the shift, the thump, and while that was all going down, watching him like a hawk, wincing when Gerhardt handed the bag of gold over, raised a sigh of relief when the bag was pushed back, and I will have a smile on my face as I closely follow Gerhardt as he leaves.
Okay. So give me another stealth roll with advantage as you're walking out. Gerhardt, as you leave, that Minotaur is still. Oh, fuck you. 18. Yeah, you're fine. As you leave, the Minotaur hands you back your mace, and then he shakes your hand. He goes, "Thanks for stopping by today. I hope you get home wherever you're going safe. And you want me to call a guard or something to escort you anywhere? You look a little topsy-turvy."
No, I am not topsy or turvy. I have just had an amazing experience. There is a genius behind the bar back there who understands flavor. Like none. So few know. Thank you so much for keeping my mace safe. I appreciate. Yes, you've done very good. And I'm gonna turn and just kind of wander off.
As you turn and wander off, you realize that there's something in your hand.
Oh.
Open up your hands, and you see there is a folded piece of parchment. You open it up.
Not here, no. That's gonna be put into a nice little pocket, and I'm gonna wander first towards Jenny's.
All right. Keegan, what are you doing? You fall. This guy's. You know the exact moment. As soon as he drank whatever the hell was in that ceramic bottle. And he just had a wee bit. He just had a wee bit, and he's been sauced ever since. And he's not walking very straight, but seems like he's got a purpose.
I'm going to be very, very, very close behind him until we get to a point where we are out of line of sight to the Minotaur in that bar.
Yep.
And once we get to that point, I will drop my invisibility.
Yep.
Yeah, Tegan, of course. Yeah. Oh my God, you need to. You're too early. Shut. I'm walking. Goodbye. I'm gonna keep going towards Jenny's.
As I'm going to reach out and say, no, you're not. No, you're not, fella. No, you're not. And I'm going to grab Gerhardt's hand and cast Dimensional Door to take us back to Troll Skull. So
Dimension Door's only 500 feet, so to get you closer to Troll Skull.
Yeah.
But not to. Sure, yeah.
In that direction, but it's just going to be like a shimmer, like water would look like, and he's just going to stumble and then stumble through it, and all of a sudden he's 500 feet down the way.
Yep.
As I am following him, and then I'm just going to guide him back to Troll Skull with a little skip in my step.
Yeah, well, I can find Jenny's, and then I can find, of course, Troll Skull after that. You understand this is the plan. You get this, right?
Fella, no, right now I have a hard time thinking you could understand where your ass is right now.
Look,
You're upside down here. What was that you got in your hand there? What are the horned fella hand you?
Yeah, no, it was some note. It is in my pocket now. It'll be fine. We will look at it later. It's fine. So no, but you have to get it. You need to understand to see the way that it tasted. You know, it was sweet, but it was not sweet. It was strong, but not too strong. You know.
But we're gonna get it, Gerhardt. We're gonna get it. You need not worry about that, fella. We're gonna get it.
Yeah, good, because that is something that should be tasted by everyone. It should be held. It should be daily.
Sure, everyone. Yes. Yes.
Like how he's like.
Yeah, little did you know, drunk Gerhard is actually just very, very friendly.
Hey, don't you have someplace you're supposed to be?
Yeah. Well, we are all going back because, of course, we are going to go save Millie. That's where we're supposed to be right now.
Right,
Duh.
no, I thought that the wee man came and asked you a few questions or something, and...
Oh, yeah, of course, there's going to be some... an elephant, I assume.
Well, at least the elephant. I mean, he's better than the cow we had.
That was a cow?
Oh, yeah, we've had a cow. I mean, he was a walking meat factory, he was. I'd call him a pompous ass, but that's not a cow.
I have a lot of thoughts about that. There might be some utility in...
You thought about it, but you didn't think about it hard enough. Then sometimes you thought that you thought about it, but you didn't think about it. So let's just head on back to the Troll School here, and you can give it a good think.
Hey, that logic checks out.
Yes. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. And Gerhardt's just going to be very like stumbling over that logical trap.
Exactly. Well, you guys make it back to Troll Skull Tavern. It's popping, it's hopping. You guys have been gone for a while. So while they've been gone, have the rest of you been doing anything other than being bodyguards, cleaners, cooks, and pacing back and forth, and making a trail in the wood of the tavern?
Chili would have gone to his room by now, frustrated. In fact, we're never gonna get there.
Nope. I would have fed Henry and told him to go ahead and hang out at the top of the tavern and sunbathe for a little bit.
Okay.
Go do whatever giant cats do. Just don't kill anybody and stay within the property.
I feel like there are significantly fewer pigeons in the area than there used to be.
Yeah, she said don't kill any body. Pigeons aren't people. Nor were-ravens.
Racist?
It's a cat. They're just a bird. Well, so anybody who is in the tavern proper, whenever Tegan and Gerhardt arrive, Gerhardt is obviously sloshed out of his fucking mind.
Oh gosh. You were not supposed to get drunk.
Yeah, well, no, you must understand. I did not get drunk. I had a very good time. There was quite the kind man behind the bar, and he makes such flavors, you know.
Yeah.
Look,
But
it
you
is
were
fine.
supposed
It
to
is fine.
buy the bourbon, not get drunk. Did you get the bourbon?
Yeah, no, there was no bourbon to be had, but there was something, in my opinion, quite frankly, much better. It was incredible. It was the light, the first morning light that you see on the day when something very good is going to happen.
I just kind of look at Tegan with a what the fuck look on my face.
We got information, Portia. We
Where's
got information.
Information about what?
You'll see.
You're awfully chipper. I don't know if I like this information.
No, it is very good info. No. You need to understand how good this information is. So, it tastes like when your baby first smiles at you.
I don't have a baby.
It's fine. It's fine. If you
And how can you taste when a baby first smiles at you?
precisely.
The only
Good
time I see
information.
Tegan this chipper is when hell is about to break loose. Or liquor.
Yeah, well, I cannot.
Good thing we've got a combination of both today. Ha
I of
That's-
course cannot speak for any of that now. Who knows? But the liquor, the taste, the flavor, it was something else. You must have.
But it's not bacon bourbon.
It is better.
But bacon bourbon. I was really looking forward to it.
It is. I'm going back tonight to get.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Yeah, it is fine. It is fine.
You're not even standing properly. You keep swishy swaying.
Look, you don't need to stand to make a deal or buy things.
You gonna
And-
crawl?
Yeah, it will be fine. It will be fine. It will be fine.
I'll be with him. He'll.
I don't know what.
Okay.
So
I'll
I'm
be
now,
all right. I mean,
I'm now going to suddenly remember the thing that I have in my pocket and pull out that parchment and like try and read it.
Give me an intelligence roll.
As he's doing that, I come over with 2 pints, one for Tegan and one for Gerhardt, because I really just want to throw some more gas on this fire.
You guys are so chaotic. What do you have there, Gearhart.
What do I have there, DM?
Whatever it is, it's sealed with a kiss.
Y'all are
If-
something else.
If his kisses taste as good as the liquor, I would make out with him for days. He was not bad looking at all.
We are talking about Henry, right?
Henry?
Henry, ain't nobody said a damn thing about Henry.
I'm not talking about Henry the cat. I'm talking about Henry the barkeep that we pissed off.
Was
Gearhart,
that
see the
Henry?
message I sent you? Do you have chat open in Foundry?
Ah, got it. I see it. Excellent. Yeah, this is good. This is quite good. Yes, okay. Yeah, no, that maybe there will be more making out tonight. Who knows?
You made out with Henry the bartender?
No. Of course not. That
You're
would
going back to make out with Henry the bartender?
it would be incredibly improper to do that during business hours. Naturally.
So that's why you're going back tonight to make out with Henry the bartender.
Well, it is a bit business, a bit not business. It is mixed after hours, you know.
You sound a
So,
bit judgy,
Henry-
Portia.
So, what?
You sound a bit judgy.
I'm not being judgy. I just didn't expect Gerhardt to go pay for pleasure purposes like that.
Well,
Gerhardt does Gerhardt things.
But Gerhardt's currently drunk.
Yeah?
Yeah, but
Who are we to say
I'm
what
just
Gerhardt...
like, but I'm not being judgy. I'm just confused. I thought we were going back to get bacon bourbon, and he's talking about kissing Henry. So I don't understand. Are we getting liquor, or are we kissing the bartender?
Have you
Well-
ever seen a plan for bacon bourbon go well?
None of our plans for bacon bourbon, none of our plans, period, goes well. At all. None of them.
We're
Sometimes-
bound to, you know, even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while. Okay.
So now we're blind squirrels.
What Tegan's saying is when the dam breaks loose, you just go with the rush of the water. You don't go against it. Just ride this wave.
But haven't we done that this whole time?
Yeah, and look where we are.
We have lost several people, and our Millie friend is currently petrified in an underground cave system.
You're
Oh.
focusing on the negative.
Look, Millie's going to love this stuff. Like, everyone will love this stuff. Millie's going to love this.
Tilly. You mean
Guaranteed.
Tilly?
Guaranteed.
Bet you if we gave it to Tilly, he'd forget about Millie.
Millie don't drink.
Well, then we wouldn't have to spend that much on him.
I wasn't just focusing on the negative. I was just pointing out the obvious.
No, I understand confusion. It is because I mix a metaphor, right? It was a discourse. It was a thing of taste that you want, right? It's a taste that you want. So it is like rain,
Like praying?
like rain when it has been sunny, or like
Praying when it's sunny?
or like kissing someone very attractive.
I still don't understand your metaphors. What is he kissing somebody who's attractive and praying in the rain? I don't understand this at all.
I think you need an ale, Portia.
I am so confused right now.
You're
So
you're
let
not
me-
on
Let
his
me
level.
interpret for you, Portia. Okay. What he's
Okay.
trying to say is that the drink he had, it's like your first stretch of the morning. It's like
First stretch of the morning sometimes hurts.
it's like that's the smell of charred bodies after a successful explosion.
That's
you
something
know-
you like, not me.
Oh, how about the smell of coffee brewing in the morning?
I think what they're trying to say, Portia, is that it's like picking up a pearl necklace.
Like a pretty. Okay.
Right.
I
Then
think
get
I got it now. So the drink's pretty.
It tastes pretty.
Okay. I've tasted a few things that were pretty before. I understand now. Thank you.
So, question: is the bone stew at this point ready? Bone soup ready at this
Yes.
point?
Yes.
Is it a terribly noxious smell? Like, what is it? What does that smell like when it's ready?
It honestly just smells like beef broth. It's kind of boring.
I'm trying to find a way to sober Gerhard up. Is that what you're trying to do? Like getting rid of your alcohol content?
No, I think he's more like, man, if this smells like crap, I might go back to eat at the other place again.
I think he just got the drunk munchies, and at this point, he'll eat the fucking table.
Yeah. So actually, instead, it's more like when the smell permeates. Go, oh my god, what is that? Oh, give me some of that. It smells like oh, it's so good. Please, give me.
Are
See,
you on the-
Portia? He likes bone soup.
Are you smelling the bone soup or the
As,
meat
as
on the
Spice
stick?
brings over like this massive bowl for you
Oh no.
with this big old bone sticking out.
I 10 out of 10 buck that. Just straight down the hatch.
I wish Spice was here because I have no idea what bone soup tastes like. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say I really hope that's not like poisonous to humans.
well, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
We'll have to ask Feist what it tastes like.
After Gerhardt finishes his bone soup, I'm going to bring over another pint of ale, and give it to him, and just say, "Hey, Silas might be looking for you a little bit later on. I know you and him get along pretty well. If you could encourage him to be the dance instructor, that'd be great."
Yeah, no, of course, yeah. Silas, the big one. He is gray. He has ears, and there's a trunk, I believe. Yes, yeah. Fine. Yeah, sure. There's going to be like the dancing, of course. You
Mhm.
know what? I have never understood why dancing. It does not make sense to me. But okay, fine. Yeah, everybody dance. Everybody can dance.
That's right. Absolutely. Hell, you should dance right now.
Admiral, give me a persuasion roll.
So what is that against?
Okay, persuasion.
He rolled a 9 and got 22.
Yep.
Jesus.
I was really considering using my luck on that. It says I have plus 13 on persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's 22.
Wow. Should try to do that more often.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Give me just a wisdom ability check.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a great idea. You don't know why, but it's almost like Akati is, blowing the winds a different direction for you right now. You're hearing different sets of winds than you typically do.
Well, that sounds like being drunk. Okay. You know. Okay. And with that, if you're familiar with like the Schuhplatte, or like any traditional Austrian dance, like a bench dance, Gerhardt's gonna get up and royally fuck it up. Just be horrible at it. but he's gonna do it, and he's gonna think he's awesome.
And Tegan's gonna cheer him on like he's just the best dancer in the world.
I am running to the stage and picking up the lute and jamming out and yelling, "It's a dance party," and stomping my foot at Gerhardt's god awful beat.
We haven't done one of these in a long
Okay.
time.
But I am definitely
Adnan,
pumping.
give me another persuasion check.
I am pumping the crowd. Persuasion, you say?
Mm-hmm. Give me another persuasion. Yep, that crowd's pumped. That crowd is pumped. You got tiny kobold children who start mimicking Gerhardt's movements. Martum in the back, like just doing random stuff. Even Fosrin is like bobbing his head. Different patrons of the establishment, like they're getting into it.
I got the
It's a whole
door.
fucking thing you got going on.
Got the door open. I'm recruiting people from the street into the tavern. It's just, it's a block party right now.
Yes, it is.
Tilly will swab his ears as the crowd gets loud and sleep.
And about what time is it?
Well, it's about time for Silas to wander in and wonder
Okay.
why everybody's dancing and get caught up in it because nobody's gonna beat a 30. Nobody.
Okay, so Silas, you know how Silas was saying, he speaks fast for his people, like he's known as like a rash, like, makes fast decisions, does things very, he thinks that's how he dances too.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely not drunk, but he's into the dance. 'Cause nobody beats a 30.
Well, Adnan, your dancing instructor has arrived, and he's dancing.
This is exactly why we need a dance hall.
Out of curiosity, has this floor been reinforced?
Yes, because it blew up.
No. Okay, yeah. I blew it up.
Okay, just wanted to be certain.
Oh, Leaf thought of everything.
Leaf really did.
I miss Leaf so much.
As long as the music is playing and you got the 30 applies, Gerhardt's gonna be banging it out, and so is Silas.
Well, at some point, Tally shows up, and he's like, kind of twirls over to Adnan. He goes, this is interesting and all, but are we supposed to? You're supposed to have a dance hall for. Do you not want the dance hall anymore? How come Silas didn't know anything about it and Gerhardt didn't know anything about it?
I am not stopping playing because the party is going strong. I will yell back to him. I will just, as the ideas come in my head, I just talk them out. So you were the first person to hear my thoughts.
Okay. And Tally leaves. How long do you continue to play, Adnan? I mean, it's banging, popping, and going for as long as you're playing.
I will play until I get the closing time signal from boy, I forgot her name now. The bartender.
Bazarin?
Yeah.
Well, you never get it because Fosrin's also dancing while serving beer and food. And you don't get it at the normal time. When the food's gone, then you kind of get a little like,
Okay. When I get that, I will I'll stop playing and thank everybody for coming out and enjoying the first ever dance party at Troll Skull, and make the announcement that we are in the plans of adding a dance hall here in the future for such endeavors.
And what time is it?
it's not a clock in here.
9 o'clock.
I said that there's not a clock in
Oh,
here.
not a clock. Oh, okay.
So you have no
Okay.
idea.
Nope.
It's at least late enough that the kids have all gone to bed. Do you ask somebody what time it is?
Hold on.
And you've danced enough that you no longer feel drunk.
I do ask somebody what time it is.
All right. Do you ask anybody in particular or just a random passerby?
I asked the bartender.
Oh, okay. In that case, Fosrin goes, well, we normally close at midnight, but there is still food and drink going, so I think we're pushing 2.
Well, it seems we are not getting any more liquor tonight.
I don't understand what you're saying, but okay.
That is quite fine. It is all right. It will be another time. And, yeah, with that, I don't know. Gerhard goes to bed. We got a big day tomorrow.
Sure do.
Mhm. We do.
I like to think that the frozen Tegan's face is exactly what he would look like in this situation, because he would totally want to go get that alcohol. But guess what? He's not.
Nobody beats a 30.
Nope. I'm perfectly fine going to bed. I know where that alcohol is.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's that.
Well, everybody can hit their long rest button. As promptly 4 hours later, there's a knock on all your doors as Tilly's like, come on, guys, it's tomorrow. It's time to get Millie. What are you doing? It's tomorrow. You said we're going tomorrow. It's now tomorrow. What are you doing? Come on, guys.
Totally did. Totally.
If you don't get away from my door, Henry will eat you.
Yeah, look, of course we will all be up soon. Perhaps you can be useful and make coffee.
All right. Great. I will go downstairs. I will make the blackest and richest coffee I can that will wake even the dead.
Oh man, the blackest, richest coffee that'll wake the dead.
So like the Death Wish coffee? Not it.
Oh man. You know what, Tilly? Give me a D-Hundy roll. Oh, he walked away. Damn it.
I'm almost a little bit sad that Gerhard missed a meeting with a new boyfriend, but oh well. Can't be helped. We danced.
Say lovey.
Say lovey.
I definitely change into armor and pack up and go downstairs with Henry.
There he is. Tilly, can you please roll a D-Hundo for me?
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry, I had to step away first.
No worries, homie. Okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem.
So, does anybody come out of the room for coffee, or is Tilly coming up to each of your rooms with coffee? How's this transpiring here?
I would think that Tilly would probably give them like maybe till 5 minutes after the coffee was done, and then he would still wake us. He would go up there.
When I heard Tilly say he was making coffee, I went downstairs.
Yep.
I was too busy playing the lute to wake up with a raging headache or anything. So
All right.
I'm fired up, ready to go.
Gerhardt will still be in his room. Not actually. I mean, you know, if you work through the drunk portion of the evening and you're back to sober by the time you go to bed, no hangover, great. But it still wasn't a lot of sleep, and it was
Nope.
still a big day. So Gerhardt's moving a little slow.
Okay.
I had gotten up, switched to armor, packed my bag, grabbed Henry, and it's like, do you want to walk or do you want to go to shield form? We're going back down the hole today.
He turns back into a shield.
Okay. And then I grab the big old Henry shield and go downstairs.
So, anybody who partakes of Tilly's coffee, it is extremely black. It is definitely burnt, and there is definitely grounds and whole coffee beans still in the coffee.
Oh, I don't think I could even hide that. Ugh.
I'll take a second cup and I'll chew it like oatmeal.
I'll definitely sip it. It's definitely liquid. It's definitely hot. Definitely got caffeine.
Yeah, and it's. Woo.
Tilly, we gotta work on your coffee making skills just a little bit.
He was probably just excited that we're going to get Tilly today, or Millie today.
Damn right I am. I'm not. Where's Tegan? Is Tegan down here?
Nope.
Then Tilly is gonna go upstairs to Tegan's room, bang on his door, and say, "Fireball!"
As he's
Very
running up,
loudly.
as Tilly runs upstairs, I'm going to remind him that Tegan usually sleeps in the tower.
No.
I was gonna say.
I still go bang on his door. I don't know how late you guys were there, but it's whatever.
Asking for a death wish.
Egan, are you at the tavern bed or at the tower bed?
I'm at the tower.
Okay.
Poor Tilly.
So what? No answer?
No answer.
Is the door open?
Yeah, it opens.
Is he in there?
He's not in there.
I will speak into the ring.
Here's what I think. Here's what I think Tilly would do, because he's been impatient and he really wants to go get Millie. He's gonna try screaming into the ring, and I don't know if that works. And say, "Hey, Tegan, it's time to go play fireball on people."
There's no response. Tegan, you heard nothing.
Damn it!
They only work in the same plane if the tower's not in the same plane.
Hey, I'm doing what
It was
I'm
worth
trying
a
to
shot, though. 100% worth a try.
There's no reason to yell. He's probably at the tower. We can swing by and get him on our way out.
do. All right, let's go. I would say Tilly was the first wake. He was probably already ate and stuff because he's eager to go. He ate some rations. Gotta get used to it again.
I'll follow Tilly out the door.
So will I.
Grab, I don't know, if there's bacon or sausage or I just grab a handful and run out the door.
There, unless you bait it, there's nothing.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
would have
it's so early in the morning. I mean, Fosrin's not even there yet. So this is
I would have made some.
okay. Easy enough to do, guys. Easy enough to do. Leaving, packing up, putting stuff together, headed over to the bookstore. It's got the little signs flipped that says closed.
I'll knock on the door.
Knock louder.
It is really early, Tilly.
Is it locked? Is the door locked?
Is the door locked?
If it's not locked, I'll open it.
I don't know.
Tegan, is the door locked?
You know, no, it's open. It's open.
Then Tilly will
Okay.
squeeze by you because he could do that, Adnan, and scream at the as loud as he can. Tegan, it's time to play fireball with somebody.
The tower eats people. What are you doing?
Oh crap! And I just shut the door behind Tilly and
What?
step away. I've seen this play out before.
I open the door back up. Tilly, the tower eats people.
At this
So
point, the door doesn't open, the lights turn red, and it says, "Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch."
Player one has
I'm
entered the
standing
game.
right there with my pack, getting ready to leave.
I'm standing in the doorway because I don't trust the tower not to eat me without seeing Tegan. And I'm hollering at Tilly that the tower eats people and they come back.
Uh,
It already ate me
Or-
once, and I came back. All right.
the
I've
tower,
seen it eat people that doesn't come back.
It can turn you like 1,000 years old too.
I mean, Tegan's right there, guys. He's right there with his pack ready to go.
Tegan, Tilly doesn't believe me that the tower eats people that don't come back.
Only one way for him to figure that out now, isn't there?
Because remember that one guy that traveled through time or something like that, and then he disappeared? Tower 18. All right, let's go.
Can you? Okay. Yeah, let's go. All right.
Tower eats people.
As we're walking, wherever the hell we're walking, I know Tilly's leading us. I'm
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk with Tilly and just remind him that, like, hey, I know you're excited and this is gonna be a big day, but you got to calm down a little bit because we can't rush into everything. We know that there's a lot of bad things down there. We have to be cautious. So
Okay, I understand that there are bad things down there, but we're strong. Together as a team, we can save the world, guys. Okay? Right? This is
I
what we
will-
can do. Think positively here, people. And after all, you guys partied hard. You didn't have to do that, but you did. So good job.
Haven't we already saved the world?
Well, then we could save it again. Look, see, that's even more proof that we can go into this head first and come out headstrong.
I thought we were saving Millie, not saving the world.
Well, Millie is my world right now, so by saving Millie, we're saving my world.
Your world, not the world. Got
Okay,
it.
but she's gonna be part of the world when we do save it again.
Yeah, that is fine. Of course, we will find the Millie. We will save the Millie. Easy peasy, no worries. But let's do it in a way that the fewest of us get killed.
Okay, I can agree with that.
It
I-
is.
I spent all that time last night while they were fucking off to build the exact map and the best way to get there, the fastest way to get there. Okay?
Hey, Edmond, did you bring that book I asked you to bring?
of course I did.
Yes, yeah. You know, how to harvest a silver dragon for spell components.
That's not very funny, Tegan.
I gotta have a backup plan. I'm just saying.
I'll kill
Alright.
wizards with their own spells. I know, I've heard of that book too.
Are we going towards Yelling Portal, I'm assuming?
Do you know another way?
No.
There's that expensive portal.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think that was one way. I think it was already established that was one way when we took it the first time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
yep.
I imagine we're just following Tilly as he just trots to whatever
Yeah.
destination we're headed to. He's got the map.
Map for underground, we still have to get underground.
It's not that hard. We went into a tavern and we dropped down to the
I mean,
underground.
easy enough for you guys to get to Yawning Portal. Again, 10 gold apiece to get down.
I pay for everybody.
Okay. Money has been exchanged. The little platform is there, and you guys go down the ever abyssal tube of doom yet again. And we will pick up here next time on floor 1. Again.
Again.
Again. That's right.
Round 2, fight.
Right?
And there's there's a couple things that you guys could do. So you guys have that the wand. So if you wanted to open up that door, see where that goes. So we're gonna start at level 1 to see what you all do. If you just blindly follow Tilly through the map that he made, or explore a little bit more. Find out next time in 2 weeks, and then we have the following weekend off because I'll be out of town.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thanks for playing, guys. It was interesting seeing drunk Silas. I'm sorry, Gerhardt, and the shenanigans you guys put up with. So
I can't believe we had a bar mostly campaign for one person, and
Yeah.
it wasn't Tegan.
It wasn't
Yeah.
Tegan. Yeah.
yeah,
That's hilarious to me.
That was great.
have a good night, guys.